Welcome back. My name is Dr. Carl Baird, and today I'll be showing you an easy fix for hip pain at the bottom of your squat. Welcome back. My name is Dr. Carl Baird, and today I'll be showing you an easy fix for hip pain at the bottom of your squat. So a lot of times when I'm teaching the squat movement to a new client, what we'll find is when we get to the bottom, we'll feel just a pinchy hip pain right here in the front of the hip, and you can recreate it over and over. Just when you get to the bottom, there's the pain. When you get out, the pain is gone. And a lot of times that can be attributed to something as simple as your stance or how you position your feet. So if you're like me, when you were learning to squat way back in high school, I still remember my gym teacher teaching me the best squat stance is hip width apart and toes pointed directly forward. But what we're finding is for a lot of people, that's much too narrow. And what happens when we squat to the bottom is our hip bone actually becomes pinched in the acetabulum right there. And it causes that just pinchy hip pain that you don't like. And so a fix can be as simple as widening your stance. So you just move your feet a little bit further apart. Another thing that often helps is adding a little bit of toe out. So I wouldn't say more than 45 degrees, but just a little bit there, and then perform the squat again and see if that takes away your hip pain. It's important to keep in mind that there's not going to be one squat stance that works for everybody. So I just can't sit here and say that you need to be this far apart with your toes pointed out this far, because a lot of what's going to be the best squat stance for you is going to be based on your own hip anatomy. And as it turns out, everybody's got a slightly different hip shape that's going to affect the best stance. So what I wanted to do is give you a few techniques that you can use to help find the best squat stance for yourself. One way to figure out the best squat stance for yourself is simply to lay on your back and bring your knees to your chest. So what would you say this position looks like? It looks like the bottom of your squat. So if I were to go into a standing position, this is what the bottom of my squat would look like standing up. And so all I'm paying attention to here is what is my foot position. And what you could tell from mine, again, sorry for the bad view here, but I have a pretty narrow stance with my toes pointed out a little under 45 degrees. And as it so happens, that is a preferred squat stance where I can sink the lowest, and it's also the most comfortable when I'm performing a standing squat. So the only thing that you're going to pay attention to when you're in this position is one, what feels most comfortable, but two, you don't want to pull on your knees. And so you can see my pelvis is tucking under here when I start to pull. So we really want to make sure that that pelvis stays on the ground, and we're just kind of like naturally letting the knees pull back. I'm not pulling too far with my hands, just pulling back and seeing what position my feet land in. Another way to figure out what the best squat stance is for your particular anatomy is using something like these. These are ab sliders, but another thing you can use are just towels on a hardwood or linoleum floor. And what you do is you're going to put them on the ground, and you're going to step on top. And you can start with your feet about hip width, toes pointed forward. And when you squat down, just feel how comfortable it is. Again, you might be having that hip pain in the front. When you're at the bottom, all you do is slowly rotate your feet back and forth so you can see my feet are getting wider, my toes are going out. And what I'm looking for is what position is most comfortable. And second, what position allows me to get the lowest. And so watch, if you'll notice when I do hip width, toes pointed forward, when I squat, not only is it not comfortable here in the hips, but I can't go very low. And as I kind of work my way around, find what I like, it's going to allow me to sink a little bit lower, but also it just feels more comfortable. I don't feel like I'm fighting it. So that's another trick to find the squat stance for your body. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Hey guys, it's Dr. Carl Baird here, and I wanted to thank you for watching our previous video and supporting our channel. Now, if you're somebody who's looking to build strength, to solve joint pain, keep active, and maintain your lifestyle as you get older, be sure to subscribe to our channel to watch all of our new videos. You won't find it anywhere else.